Hello there my fellow Holotable heroes and welcome to another SWGOH video. I hope you had a relaxing weekend and that you're ready to our very first trip to the moon of Endor in today's Galactic challenge. Now Endor was a moon that orbited the planet with the same name and was covered with lush, dense woodlands, tall mountains and savannas, and was home to numerous species such as Ewoks, Duloks, Yuzum and the Wisty. Now the trees themselves could grow over 100 meters in height, the atmosphere was breathable to you and me, humans, and while the water covered only about 8% of the moon's surface. Now because we're on Endor, obviously we are going versus Empire, but unfortunately it's not the Ewok challenge. That would be a fun one, very lore accurate Ewoks throwing stones at the Empire, but still we will be using Rebels because, you know, at the end of the day, Ewoks were kind of together with the rebels in the battle versus Empire on the moon of Endor. As always, I'll cover the modifiers, feats and so on, so if you're not interested in those details, you can just skip through to the battle using YouTube chapters below. In this one, there'll just be a one single battle with rebels to get all the feats done in a single attempt. It was a pretty straightforward this time for me, no need to retry, go back in and things like that. Alright, so let's start off with the global modifier because this is the first time that we are on Endor. Let's just take a moment here to read through the whole description that just we understand what we are getting here. So, part of the tribe, all characters, so I'm assuming that the enemy and yourself, gain Rally the Tribe ability. And now this ability will do many things, depend on who uses it. Now for the attackers, all allies gain defense penetration up for 2 turns and assist dealing 50% less damage. Next one, healer or support, all allies gain protection up over time for 2 turns and 30% turn meter. And if tank uses it, then all allies gain critical hit immunity and foresight for 2 turns and tank stunned for 2 turns. So maybe could be useful, I'm not sure. To be honest, I didn't really make use of any of these abilities. The rebels were pretty good at taking down the Empire there, but maybe the attacker one could be useful because you get some assists there. Alright, so that's the global modifier here. Now looking at the player's modifier, the rebels one is a very good one, so every time your rebel scores a critical hit, they have a chance to attack again. And then enemy themselves, they've got a good as well modifier for the Empire, so whenever a leader uses special abilities, everybody a call to assist, and they do also get a Snow Trooper operative as a summoned unit. Now as you can see here, let's go over to tier 10. We'll be going against Vader lead there with Palpatine, Thrawn, Piet and Ranged Trooper. Now this team, you know, obviously Vader should be your #1 priority because if he gets going, especially with his Merciless, you will be in trouble. Piet can cause trouble with his days. Thrawn can fracture, Pulp can stun, and as well Pulp's unique will slowly be eating away at your health and protection on your rebels. But anyway, once we get into the fight, I'll show you the turn order. Now for the feats themselves, you obviously have to complete the battle, win without using a leader in the leader slot. So unfortunately you won't be able to do CLS lead for this one. And then complete the battle without losing a unit, and then also win with a full team of rebel units. So pretty straightforward feats here. Obviously without leader you will lose some of the turn meter train, but still we will be able to win this. Alright, so the team, obviously ideally you would use Commander Luke Skywalker as the lead, but then we will not get one of the feats done, so just put one of the other guys. I put 3PO, but can be any of the 2 Chewies or even Han, it doesn't really matter. Obviously 3PO here, let me show you the mods on him. I just have him modded for speed and he's at 257. Obviously 3PO mainly, he's there for his unique, that will help whenever you use basic, that you also apply expose on the enemy. Alright, so my Luke here, he's at relic free, I have him modded for some speed and potency. We'll still be able to gain from Luke's unique, it bites all things, some bonus turn meter whenever Luke inflicts a debuff. So there'll be still a little bit of turn meter train going there for us, but not as much as we are used to with Commander Luke lead. So up next here we got Chewbacca. I have him modded for tenacity there, so we go 127, but this tenacity didn't really help, like Piet was still able to land the days on him without any problems. But one thing to point out here, lore friend, from Chewbacca. Now, in my case, obviously Han will always get guard with Chewbacca, and then in my case, Commander Luke will get guard also. So then both CLS and Han, when Piet uses his AoE daze, they will not get dazed because they will be guarded. They also can't be stunned by Palpatine. So essentially what will happen, everybody will get dazed in the beginning, and then it's just down to Han and CLS to carry the battle for you. And thanks to the Rebel modifier, they will be able to get the job done from all those multiple critical hits. Alright, and up next here, Han himself, mine's at Relic 6. I do have some speed on him and critical damage. And then we've got 3PO and Chewie, Relic 5. Might have a little bit of speed and, you know, some offense and damage, but mods don't really play that much part, I think, in this one. Anyway, we did this out of the way. Let's just now hop into the battle and let me show you how straightforward today's challenge actually is. Alright, here we go. So first things first, I will go after Vader. I don't want him let loose with his AoE and debuffs and everything, so I just shoot him first. There we go. We got daze on everybody except on Han and Luke because they're guarded. So just keep going now after Vader. Get him out. There we go. Up next, I'm going after Thrawn so he doesn't fracture somebody. Obviously this will keep feeding Terminator to Piet, but he already wasted his AoE days, so it doesn't really matter. Keep going after Thrawn here. Alright, so he put their mark over on Palpatine, so we have to go after him. But luckily Luke can ignore now taunt that we have call to action, finish off their Thrawn. All these multiple attacks from the modifier for Rebels really helping us out. Smash an AoE with Chewbacca, get Piet out of stealth, unload an AoE here with 3PO and Chewie. Just going after Piet now, perfect. Alright, there we go, we got Piet stunned, going after Range Trooper. And just Piet to go. Let's recover some health here and protection. And boom, there we go. Snow Trooper operative just disappears from the battle, and there we go. This now completed all the feats, get you max rewards yet again in today's challenge. Completed the battle with a full team of Rebel units without losing anyone, and we didn't use a leader in the leading slot. Alright guys, I hope you find this video useful and helpful, showing you how I this time completed today's challenge, getting max rewards that coveted the red crate without much issues here, using 3PO lead with a squad of rebels. Thank you for watching, I'll see you in the next one, but until then have fun guys, enjoy life, and may the RNG be with you my friends.